What's going on, buddy boyos? We are live. Welcome to Wednesday night WINsday. In this stream, we kick back, relax, listen to the fucking synth wave, and just chill, my dudes. We're live and alive still. We are here. We're doing our thing. How is everyone doing? No one's here yet, but whatever. We'll let people get in here real quick. So, yeah. SNC was a people seem to like that episode a lot, so we're doing pretty good. I feel like people have been getting really hyped about SNC lately. I don't know what's going on with that shit, but people seem to really enjoy it now. It's so crazy. I don't know what's going on. It's just weird. People just seem to really enjoy SNC now. They're like, oh my god, it's so groundbreaking. I don't know what I don't think they would say that, but they seem to really enjoy it. So yeah, I'm glad. I'm happy to make people happy to produce a product that's good. Too bad I'm not getting paid for it, but who gives a fuck, right? You don't always gotta expect money for something, right? What's the Cash App say? Oh yeah. Let me show that right now. Might as well show it while I can. Here's my shilling. Here's the go. There's the Cash App shill. To send me money, Cash App, $ Mystery School at MS or MS, yeah, Mystery School MS, $ with the start of a $, yeah. Send that money there, buddy boyos, if you feel like doing it. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Not going to affect much. We are live. What's up, David? What's going on, buddy? XTDYCXTFUV photo. The fuck, bro? The fuck is his profile, bro? What's up, Mystery? What's up, dude? Peril Nunsa Impizzle. David Zambrano. What's up, dude? Pyramid, you're here. What's up, dude? SNC is better than Netflix. Is it? I don't know, dude. I feel like we definitely someone in my a Discord said they really enjoy it because we cover a multitude of topics, and we don't just focus on women the entire time, which is kind of a good thing, I guess. You know, we always come back to women, or but we talk about like a host of like societal issues, really. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's because of me. That's why everyone enjoys SNC. I wouldn't say that, but people were enjoying it long before you got here, dude. The cope never ends. I know you're being you're joking, but cope never ends. It never ends, dude. It never fucking ends. What's up, boyos? What's up, dude? WINcels unite. Oh shit. Money, baby. Yeah, dude. Send me shekels. Send me your shekels. All your money. All your money belong to me now. What's up, Mystery? Flame the 4. What's up, dude? It's better than KD and Smash TV. Too many people talking at once. Yeah. I don't know. Smash TV. I watched I haven't watched a full episode of Smash TV in a while, but it's amazing to me because like I must have really good engagement. I'm not sure what's going on with my channel, but like according to I mean, obviously it's not my entire channel watching my content, but like considering that I only have 1,300 subscribers, almost going on 1,400 now, you would think that like a fraction of the people would be watching my stream, but like people seem to like watch my stream all the way, not all the way through, but they like most of my subscribers tend to watch my stream, which is really weird for a channel. Most of the time, people subscribe and they might watch the stream. They might watch the stream and not really care about it, right? They might not watch it at all, actually. And, you know, they have channels that have like 10K subscribers or something like that, and like they have like 10 people. I'm not gonna say 10. They have like 100 people watching the stream, right? And then when you watch it, and then you have people who watch the stream after a stream, and you see they have like 1,000, 2,000 views. It's really weird because like on my channel, I have just as many people watching my stream live as like a channel like Smash TV would, because Smash TV has like 5K subscribers or like 4K subscribers, something like that, right? And you would think that you see higher viewer counts like on the stream, like when it's live, but like you don't even see that anymore. It's so fucking weird. I'm not sure if it's because like MD, I don't know what's going on, because MD, he's kind of like taking a backseat to Scribe being on the channel now. I don't know what it is. But it just seems like I have more engagement on my channel from a from a subscriber to watch ratio than he has, or than not he, but than Smash TV or even a Base Pluto, who has a lot of subscribers as well. You would think his channel would have more engagement, but it really doesn't. So weird. Too many people talking at once. Yeah, we've had that problem before. We've had a few people who like this is why, honestly, like, I hate to bring up Pyramid again, but this is why he's such a hard guest to have on, because he talks too much. So like we have people who like, and so is F, that one F guy who talks too much as well, or he'll complain, oh, you talk too much. It's like, okay, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. But at the end of the fucking day, like, like you got to know when to rein people in. It's taken me a while to learn how to like rein people in and to just tell them to shut up, really, at the end of the day, right? So yeah, I think that's a huge issue on a lot of these multi-people streams, or a lot of these streams that have panels. You need to know when to rein people in, right? So yeah, it's true. Please let me back in the Discord server. I promised to post it. I don't care. Pyramid, you got to learn how to, like, you can't just cry and say, I'm not gonna do it again, buddy boy. Dude, you'll never learn. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I'm not gonna do it now anyway. I might do it later on. But I'm not gonna do it now. It might be it might be months before you get back into that server, my dude. It might be months. Could be years. Could be a decade. Okay, if it's still there. I'm coping good night. Coping good tonight, boyos. All right, dude. I enjoy all your streams. Always based and chilled. Yeah, it's always nice to be. It's cool, man. I'm glad. I'm glad people enjoy it. Been swim maxing. That's kind of cool. All right. What you think? What do you think? What do you think about moving to Chicago, dude? I'm not moving to fucking Chirac. Are you out of your fucking mind? Dude, Chirac is fucking insane. Chirac is insane. I would never go to fucking Chirac, bro. I wouldn't go. I don't know, man. Like the more I see these cities, the less I want to like move into them at the end of the day, right? Like the problem is that like I don't know. Like when you think about these ideas, these like liberal lefty DAs have, they don't make any sense, right? Like it's insane, right? Like we're gonna do bail reform, right? Or we're gonna like do lighter sentences for criminals, and it's like, okay, what do you think that's going to do to the behavior of the people who live in those cities? If they notice that you're just letting people walk out onto the street and do crime, you should expect people to just do more crime, right? It just makes perfect sense to me. Like people respond to incentives, and if you allow them to commit more crime, they're going to commit more crime, right? Like, it's just insane, dude. Like, I've seen so much copium about, like, oh, these kids are poor and they're hungry. It's like, dude, nobody is starving in fucking America, bro. No one's starving in fucking America. Fuck out of here with that shit. They're poor and they need food and they're starving. That's why they're robbing stores. Like, are you fucking crazy? I didn't realize that stealing fucking cigarettes, condoms and beer was considered to be starving in America. All right, dude. Fuck out of here with that fucking liberal ass fucking bullshit, dude. It's just retarded. Shit is fucking dumb. It's just copium for fucking people who can't accept the fact that these people are just a bunch of fucking like, the teens and the youth of America are just shit. Like these people suck. That's what it comes down to. These people fucking suck. And you can't. And if you refuse to actually punish these people, then my God, like you get what you fucking deserve, in my opinion. Like I don't care about these people anymore. Like do what you have to do to make them stop. But because you won't do it, well, it's what it is. I can accept the fact that all these people grew up in shitty households and they had a bad lot in life, right? But at the same time, dude, like it just is what it is. Like it like if somebody breaks into my house in the middle of the fucking night, in the middle like if someone breaks into my house in the middle of the fucking night, right? And I have a firearm, right, a gun, and I'm like, okay. I'm not going to be thinking in my mind, man, I sure am upset that this guy didn't have a father in his life. No, I'm going to be blowing his brains out. Okay, I don't care anymore. His life is forfeit now. I might care after the fact, but I don't care in the moment. Like, I have to protect myself and my family, or I don't have a family, but protect myself. It is what it is, dude. I don't know why we keep accepting shitty behavior from people. It is what it is. Like nobody accepts these arguments from incels or anybody else when it comes down to shit like this. But when it comes down to minority groups or women or anybody else, it's like, oh, you have to accept the fact that they came from a disadvantaged background. It's like, no, fuck you. Like when it comes to men or anybody else, you don't accept that argument for them. But all of a sudden, when it comes down to like certain minority groups or women, you accept these arguments. Like, fuck out of here. It's just retarded, dude. It's a double standard of the highest order. Pyramid must to come back. Yeah, he does. Smash TV has half the planet talking at once. It's utterly unwatchable. I feel like Smash TV would or MD would take a he should take a note out of my book and just limit the amount of people he has on stream. Even though he has the ability to have like I think it's 12 people on stream, he should probably just limit it to like 6 or maybe 8. It makes it much easier to manage the people, in my opinion. So, buenas noches, my fellow subhuman brother. What's up, Grim? El futuro es grim. See. I like to listen to the stream while gaming. All right, it's kind of cool. You still seeing the hot blonde? What do you mean by seeing her? I've only met her once, but maybe, I don't know. It's been a while since we texted, so I'm gonna assume it probably fizzled out. But these things always fizzle out, right? The flake rate's so high on dating apps, it's not even funny. So I'll probably contact her today at some point and see what happens. But I just accept dating apps for what they are. It's kind of like who's that guy's name? Neo. Neo said, like, he's like, man, you're so smart, but you're still on dating apps. And it's like, yeah, maybe he has a point there. Should I even bother being on dating apps anymore? I don't even know anymore. Is it even worth it? I don't think it's worth it anymore. I might as well just like save my money up in this surrogate max and call it a day, right? You got that man crying and laughing here. Your stream with F was legendary. Facts of life. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I don't know what was going on with that guy, but it was crazy. Let's do a vote, guys, to see who wants to let me back into the server. Nah, dude. We're not doing that vote. What stream is that? I don't know. Mystery School O Block Nibba. This is not a democracy to a pyramid. Yeah, it's not. It's a dictatorship. I don't come here. Charakistan sucks. Expensive and violent radical commies in charge. Yep. I'm in a Bodymore, not Baltimore. It's Bodymore. Surrounded by death and still stuck here. About to have a birthday in May 20. About May 35 years stuck in subhumanity. F my life. Dude, what the fuck? Oh my god, bruh. Dog. Nah, dude. Bodymore. I would never go to Bodymore, dog. I think I've gone to Bodymore a few times for like a convention. I would never go to Bodymore for anything else. And I think the convention I went to left Bodymore too. Poor people in America is low middle class in Brazil. Yep. I can't get lucky enough to get caught in crossfire. Goddamn, Graham, you're trying to lose your life. You're like, fuck it. Other poor people don't loot stores. Yeah? Not generally. Brutal, Graham. That's pretty bad. Yeah. Can't blame poverty, but you can blame fatherless homes. Like, you can blame... Like, here's the problem with, like lefties are right when they say that, like, you know, certain groups of people are disadvantaged. And I'm not even talking about black people in general. I'm talking about certain groups of people. It could even be anybody of any race is at a stark disadvantage when it comes down to everything. When they grow up in poverty, when they grow up in fatherless homes, when they grow up in shitty environments, like these people are at a massive a disadvantage. But it's also like it's society's fault, and society should fix the problem. But at the same time, though, fixing the problem is not just letting those people, well, because you were born in a shitty environment. It would be like your child, like, it's like your child having severe autism and then just letting him, like, shit in the fucking street every day. It's like, no, just because you have severe autism doesn't mean you get to do whatever the fuck you want, right? You have to rein these people back in, whether you like it or not. And sometimes that requires using force. And sometimes that force is going to seem draconian and mean, but it is what it is. Like, It's not going to be perfect, and we shouldn't let people nirvana fallacy us out of like trying to fix the problem. And oh, that problem you're not fixing it to my specifications. Like, you fuck that shit. Like, no, it's just dumb. Like, you have to fix the problem whether you like it or not, and sometimes that means doing shitty things and doing mean things and shitty things. Like, you can't always be the fucking nice guy. Like, yeah, I have about as much understanding as the fucking next guy does, but at the same time, I just cannot. You can't just let things happen because somebody grew up in a shitty household. It just your society literally would not function, right? Hell, if you want to throw that a grievance out there, hell, think about all the grievances that sub fives or incels could throw at humanity and say, well, because I'm at a disadvantage, I get to grape now. You know how fucking dumb that would sound? Like, no, like we don't accept it there. Why do we accept it here? It's stupid. Existence is a snuff film. Everything just feeds on everything. Dude, Grim, you have some of the best comments, bro. Some of the best comments, bro. Fatherless children is the best predictor of delinquency and shit. Yeah, I agree. I completely agree with his argument. But at the same time, just because you grew up in a fatherless house doesn't mean I have to accept the fact that you're gonna rob my store or break into my home or steal my car. I'm sorry. Okay, you're getting a 3 in the chest and a 1 through the fucking skull. I'm not playing games. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, sorry, I'm not gonna be sitting in my car and you walk up to me and say, I'm not gonna be thinking in my head, man, this kid had no father. Like, it's not gonna happen, dude. 3 in the chest, 1 in the skull. That's what's gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna be thinking about that, motherfucker, bro. Like, whatever, dude. Can't wait to see their face when the stores move away. Yeah. It's always the same story every time, bro. It's the same story. Chicago would turn into a real life purge, no policing. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these cities are like defund the police. What a dumb fuck idea that was, dude. I want to know what genius thought that one up, bro. Defund the police. What? And then you wonder, man, why is Walmart and Target, everybody else, why are they all leaving the city, bro? Where am I gonna buy all my Goy Slop at, boys? Oh shit, dude. No, you can't just leave the city. You have to stay here. And I'll lose money in a dying store. No, it's like no, dog. Like, these companies are not dumb. They're just gonna keep investing money into a city that we're not making any fucking money, bro. This is retarded. This is stupid shit, dude. Most of these stores they couldn't even afford to shop in. Over for Chicago, I mean Chirac, yeah, dude. Over for America. It might as well be. It's called the American Dream because you have to be asleep to believe in it. Oh shit. Over for humanity. The American nightmare. Yeah, at this point, it's what it is. It's a fucking nightmare here, dude. Hot blondes have over 1K guys to choose. It's true. Yeah, it was a fucking dream to even to think I would have been able to pull a chick like that. So yeah, not all poor people steal. It's true. Yes, that's true. Yeah. We was kangs and shit. Aw, shit. It's the white man's fault. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I could go on a few racial diatribes, but I'm not going to do that because, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, like, I get it. Like, history matters, right? Like, the past is how you got here. So, like, yeah, to some extent, you can blame past historical grievances on today's problems, right? You'd have to. Otherwise, you'd be a fucking retard to not do that, right? But at the same time, though, dog, like, this idea that, like, you're living under Jim Crow oppression the same level that your grandfather or your father had to is bullshit. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. You're not living under the same oppression that they lived under. If anything, you might be living a life of privilege compared to what they had, right? And like, we keep doing this game where it's like, oh, you know, I don't even know, like, I don't even know what we're doing anymore at this point, right? I'm actually partially, or I'm probably in large part in agreement with a reparation to some extent, right? I'm not sure how. It would definitely have to be monetary, but I'm not sure how it would be divvied out, right? I think that people who were closest to Jim Crow or closest to slavery should get more money than people like me who are like 3-4 generations out, right? What's the point of giving me money when I never even experienced shit, right? Whereas my parents, they probably experienced the tail end of like Jim Crow or oppression or shit like that. So it makes sense to give them some shekels, right? All I'm trying to say is this, right? Like this idea that we can keep going back into the past and trying to like dig up old grievances that you never experienced, it's just really fucking weird. Like, like I don't know, like people who literally hate. This goes for any a racial group at the end of the day, right? They hate white people, they hate Asian people. Even you see stuff in Europe where like white people hate other white people for shit that like their great grandfather did. They'd be like, "Did you remember the assault that happened in this one part of the country? Yeah, that was a bad thing your people did." Like, what the fuck? Like, this is weird, bro. Like, why are we? Like, I wasn't there and you weren't there, bro. But my grandfather was there, and motherfucker, like, like, that shit that got to do with me, bro. I didn't call that shit. Like, fuck out of here, dude. I don't know. This is weird, man. Like, you need to apologize for your father. It's like, do I? Like, what the fuck did I do, bro? Like, preach, brother. Yeah, I'm trying to preach a little bit here. Rich people steal from everyone all the time. Why bitch about poor people taking an Xbox home or whatever? Because, like, what do you mean by rich people steal from everyone all the time? What do you mean when you say that? What do you mean when you say that? What do you mean when you say that? Like, do you mean like taxes? Because keep in mind, nobody's stealing when it comes to taxes, right? When Amazon doesn't pay income tax, they're not stealing at all. They're just using the tax code the way the politician wrote it. That's not stealing in the way that you think it is. Like, I want you to define stealing here, because they're not stealing at all. Like, just because somebody uses the tax code in a way that a politician wrote it, it's amazing to me, because like liberals and leftists will cry about the tax code is this, the tax code is unfair. But motherfucker, you fucking wrote it. Like, you wrote the tax code, and why are you crying about it? Like, and then you're the one in power who has the ability to change it, and you still refuse to change it anyway. So like, these motherfuckers, they're not stealing. Like, they're paying the least amount. They're doing what every other American does, which is they pay the least amount of taxes that everyone else does too. And the reason why you should care about somebody stealing from a store in your area is because that store will eventually leave your area, and then you'll have nowhere to shop at. If one store leaves, the rest of the stores are gonna be like, wait, why is that store leaving? Like, if it's happening in one store, it's probably happening all over the area at the end of the day, right? Like, you might be thinking, oh, well, it's just one Xbox, bro. Okay, well, what if it's all the Xboxes in the store? Okay, what if next time they come in there and they steal the entire store's inventory? Okay, well, that store is probably not going to last very long. And next thing you know, Walmart's gone, Target's, which you're seeing this now, Walmart's gone, Target's gone, Walgreens is gone. So now the poor people who are doing the right thing in that county have nowhere to shop at now. This is why you should care about this stuff. Like, I'm not saying this from a racial standpoint. This goes from for any racial group at the end of the day, right? If bad things happen in your community, no one wants to do a business in a community where there's no assurance that their property rights are going to be protected. It's just true. You're right to get shot and beaten up in the middle of the street. Only cowards flee and run. You must man up and fix the city. Oh man. Don't do it yourself, though. You'll get thrown in jail by one of these leftist DAs who think that, if you protect yourself, you're a criminal, right? Hey guys, you got the elbow cough going here. Based, grape maxing. Oh shit. Why buy the cow? You can get the milk for free. People that are not held accountable deserve no rights. Yeah, there's some truth there. Yeah, you aren't held accountable. Why do you deserve anything? Like, if I literally can't hold you accountable, then like you're just a free agent, right? You can literally do whatever you want, but I get held accountable when I do something wrong. Well, hell, that's tyranny at that point. I'm a slave to society while you're a free man. That's bullshit. Fuck your society. I agree. It's pretty shitty here. Boys don't deserve rights. Oh man. It's your fault, boo. What? Prometheus. No! It's your fault, bucko. Clean your room, fight crime. I listen to your streams while delivering pizzas. That's some sad shit, bro. Do you identify with the community? Not really. I didn't grow up in the black community. People forget that. I didn't grow up in the black community. I grew up in a fucking mixed, pretty much almost majority white suburb. Like, I didn't grow up in the community. So I have no clue what happened in the community other than what the media tells me or what my friends tell me occasionally. But friends, whatever you want to call them. But like, so my experiences with the fucking community is just not, nothing. Like, it's almost nothing. And people, honestly, the people who lived in the community, they actually hated me. So they didn't treat me well at all. The white folks from the university's fault. They vote for high crime. Yeah, they do. Mystery is half African American. No, I'm actually full black. Both my parents are black, so there's a lot of white in my family. But yeah, like Oreo man, income tax reduction. Nah, I wouldn't even say that. I think that giving out cash or reparations is probably the right thing to do. It doesn't matter, like, there's a whole bunch of things you could do. Oreo man has hit the last stages of the black hole realization, dissociation maxing. Oh wow. I've seen so many subhumans in my warehouse. It's just unfair how your bones determine your entire life. Just some people are just not lucky. Yeah, true. Oreo man just wants to pee-tang. Mr. Charlie got to pay. He said yes. I don't agree. I think that taxes are I'm not even gonna say taxation is theft. Like, it somewhat is, but it's also not, right? Like, the reality is that the government, in theory, provides you, at the force of a gun, provides you services in exchange for your taxes. Like, taxes are simply the price you pay for a civilization, right? But at the same time, though, like, this idea that these people are like not paying their fair share of taxes is complete bullshit. Like, they have been. Like, they're paying a minimum legally allowed. They're doing everything within the law. Therefore, they aren't breaking any laws to not pay taxes, right? Like, when you file Smoke Jaguar, when you file your taxes on your 1040, right? Do you just not take the standard deduction? Do you just pay all your taxes and call it a day? No, you pay the least amount that you possibly can, right? Why is it wrong for a rich person or a corporation to do that as well? The genetic determinism is the most brutal pill. If you don't have the chat features, you will suffer in life. Yeah, that's some true shit there. People hate genetic determinism, though, because it really does, it explains too much, right? It explains way too much. Government is a religion. Yeah, it might as well be at this point. I mean, the moment we fucking killed God back in the early 2000s, government became the standard for a religion at that point, so. Cheese is like $8. I had enough, bruh. Oh shit, dude. They don't pay taxes. They get subsidies, exemption from legal prosecution. Okay, why is any of that? How is any of that theft? How is any of that stealing? And when you say they don't pay tax, once again, like you keep saying they don't pay taxes, but what does that mean? I want to hear you come online, come on stream and defend your position here, because I want to know what you really mean when you say they don't pay taxes. Do you mean they don't pay the legal amount of taxes they should be paying, or do you mean they don't pay taxes because they use because they just flat out, like, they're just tax dodging, which is actually illegal? Tax dodging is illegal. Paying the least amount that you possibly can in a legal way, or you use the tax code against them, well, that's not against the law. That's nothing wrong with that. The subsidies, and once again, are from the government. So, like, you could argue that, yeah, I'm actually not really in favor of government subsidies, especially after a certain point, right? I understand them for, like, getting an industry off the ground in your own country, but what does an oil company need? What does an oil company need a subsidy for, right? They fucking don't. They don't fucking need a subsidy to drill oil anymore. Back in the day, maybe it was needed. Nowadays, they don't need it at all. Exemption from legal prosecution. Well, yeah, that's what a corporation's for. It's a legal entity in and of itself. Now, as far as, like, a person using a legal system against itself, I mean, like, you could argue that, yeah, it's unfair. Is it a bit unfair that a rich person can just hire high-powered small hat person to represent them in court while the poor person gets fucked over by the system. That's kind of unfair. But at the same time, though, it's also not a matter of like, hey, that's a pretty unfair one, yeah. But it's not really like, that's not stealing though. It's not like theft. It just is what it is. That's just the reality of life. Politics is definitely a religion. People worship their leaders like Jesus. They do. Happened to Dralix. I don't know what happened to Dralix. He's still on Discord though, so he's still around. Dralix is gone. That's racist. Yes or no? Yes or no, dude? The amount of literal trash thrown around New York is disgusting. How do people live like that? Mouse Utopia much? I don't know what's going on, dude. Just asking, do other BP call you white boy or Oreo or something similar? Nah, they don't. No, not really, actually. They never call me anything like that at all. Oh, you mean do other... I thought you meant black pill creators. No, black people? Not really. Not really at all, actually, believe it or not. Yeah. Nah, not too much. I'm sure they thought it, though, but never actually called me it before. Mystery School's like, what? What's his 200,000 people's single black friend? Nah, that's not really true. I don't actually have that many friends, actually, truth be told. But in fact, most of my friends are Asian, actually, not really black or even white. Mostly Asian. Men using the dating apps to find someone, but women using to find the one. Yeah. Find the one. Yeah, that's very true. From the words of Lone Wolf 87, either you got it or you don't. Some true shit. Just before I knew Mystery was black, I assumed he was white. Brutal race stereotype pill. Yeah, people just assume that I'm because of my voice especially, they assume that I'm a white guy, but I'm black. People think everybody thinks like, this is a white guy, right? Nah, dude, I'm black. Surprise, motherfuckers. Like, you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, dude. People just assume I'm a fucking white dude, man. Keep grinding, keep hustling. Aw, shit. The Meeks pill. Chicks are constantly on the apps. Who are constantly on the apps will never be satisfied. They think the perfect guy that wants to commit is just one swipe away. That's true. Very true. The services are worth far less than the money they're taking from us. It's been proven multiple times that private companies are way more efficient than the government is at providing services. I would agree with this. It depends on the. I would agree with this, honestly, wholeheartedly. I think that I'm not saying I would want to be. I would want to live under the thumb of a corporation though either. But at the same time, the government's just like, this is a waste of fucking money at the end of the day. But they're like a necessary evil, to my opinion. Like you need some sort of check on the government. I don't know why we're talking about governments and fucking corporations here, but yeah. You live, you slave, you die. Life is a grift. Ah, dude. The goal of all life is death. Beautiful. Also, none of us actually consent to the government taxing us. If the government is taking our money under the threat of jail, if we don't pay them, by definition, it's theft. The sad part is that there's nowhere you can go where you're not going to have that deal. Unless you find some, like, island in the middle of fucking nowhere that you can, like, live on and have nothing, so, yeah. It's hard to escape the tax pill, right? That's the blackest black pill of all time, the tax pill. You can't escape taxes unless you, like, go to some island where they'll never find you or some shit. Epstein Max, right? Go to some island. Tax avoidance is legal. Tax not taxes. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. That's what I meant. Rich people don't pay taxes at all. They pay less tax per dollar. What, rich people? The poor people are the tax cattle. Oh, cattle. I wrote that out. Cattle. But that's what makes them rich law. It's crazy. The founding fathers went to war over a T-tax, but people nowadays find nothing wrong with the government taxing them more than they ever have and doing far worse than just taxing us. Yeah, like, you got people out here paying like 40% taxes on like their income, and they're like, well, I'm fine with this, bro. Like, what the fuck? 40%, bro? 40 fucking %? Bruh. It's over for you, dude. Paying 20, 30, 40% taxes. Like, it's unbelievable shit, dude. Get rich or die trying. Yeah. Hate being poor and vulnerable all the time. Yeah, who likes being poor, dude? No one does. Just don't be poor, bro. Just don't be poor. Kind of hard to do in America, especially nowadays. All of us on the bottom support the pyramid. It's true. We're the cattle that keeps the government and the corporations fed. If we didn't buy their goy-goads, we wouldn't they wouldn't be alive. So just support the pyramid, bro. Mystery clearly sounds black, lol. I don't know. People say I sound white. I don't fucking know anymore. If you are ugly but rich, you are just coping and getting shame sex. Only the good-looking men can get real validation. I would agree. Yeah, that's true shit. I thought he was white when I started to watch his channel too. Oh man. Mystery School treating the rice cells better than the rice voids. Treat their own race brutal. It's true, man. You don't sound black, brutal. Color doesn't matter. Collectively, humanity is a failed species. Let it rot. I would say let it roll, dude. Just let it rot. The tax pill. Yeah, the tax pill never ends, dude. We give government power, Mystery. We do, but the sad part is that, like, once we give it power, it's kind of hard to take it back, right? They have all the guns. Or they have all the powerful guns anyway. You know, they might just nuke our asses or use a fucking plan on our asses. But at the same time, though, at least we have a fighting chance in America. I mean, we have some fucking guns and shit. And the rest of the world's kind of cucked. Oh, we're gonna riot. All right, well, here come the fucking soldiers, buddy. Like, I don't do what the fuck you motherfuckers gonna do. Then again, I don't know. Like, they'll figure it out. How hard? I always wonder why normies only enjoy the happy and everything is good. The happy and everything is good flows. I love them melancholic darkness and all the stuff normies hate. Yeah, it's kind of cool, dude. Do you have any interest in Asian voice? Not too much. It's kind of hard to find an Asian that fits my my parameters, I guess. Like, they aren't normally very thick, and yeah, they're kind of hard to find. I mean, I think apparently Ice Cactus said they're over Kyoto or some shit like that. So maybe I'll go there. Tax sales, it's over. Hey, property taxes. It's messed up that they can take your home away if you don't pay. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's one of the worst taxes, really. Just keep hustling, keep grinding, bros. Yeah, dude. The Revolutionary War is basically I ain't paying your shit. Society is a living organism. It's born, breathes, lives, and dies. Yep. I guess because I'm black, I could tell Mystery was black. Maybe you could. I don't know. American Asian girls are Chad and Brad only. I would agree. Yeah. Holy shitter. All right, let me go to Discord. I have a article I want to read. I'm gonna cover why my generation not as fucked as we thought we were. Avocado toast. Let me copy this link. Come over here to the fuck's it at? There it is. We're to Firefox. Use my little reader thing. You can read it for free. All right, let's do it. Let's do this. This is from The Atlantic. From The Atlantic. Here we go. Millennials are doing just fine. By Jean M. Twange. What a horrible last name that must be. My God. The myth of the broke millennial. After a rough start, the generation is thriving. Why doesn't it feel that way? Let's see. Millennials are many things, but above all, they are murderers. Mashable noted in 2017, introducing a list of 70 items and institutions that millennials are purported to have killed, including napkins, breakfast cereal, department stores, the 9-to-5 workday, and marriage. The list was tongue-in-cheek. The cereal aisle persists, but it captured something essential about a generation that has reshaped old habits of American life. Even amid this slaughter of tradition, millennials are best known for another characteristic, how broke they are. Millennials, is often said, are the first American generation that will do worse than their parents financially. Pick up a book on millennials or wander into a discussion about them online, and this theme pops up again and again. The once optimistic children of the 1980s and early 90s are now wheezing under the burden of college debt, too poor to buy houses or start families, sucker punched by a hostile economy that bears no resemblance to the one their parents enjoyed as young adults. We're only now starting to grasp the degree to which we have gotten screwed. Jill Filipovic wrote in her 2020 book, "Okay, Boomer, let's talk about how my generation got left behind," and we're responding with desperation and sometimes anger. The famous rebuke that Filipovic takes as the book's title isn't mere snark. She writes, "It's the final frustrated dismissal from people suffering years of political and economic neglect." In the Morning Consult poll last year, 45% of millennials compared to 35% of adults agreed with the statement. Because of my money situation, I will never have things I want in life. 52% of millennials said they were concerned that the money I have or will save won't last. The mythology of a generation begins with the precipitation. My God, what am I fucking doing? Trophies and limitless expectations. Oh my God, I read this fucking wrong. Expectations granted to its members in childhood by parents and teachers newly eager to build self-esteem. But the story is centered on the wreckage of the Great Recession, when those useful expectations violently collided with the worst financial crisis in nearly a decade. The sense of betrayal in OK Boomer and other writings is both palpable and understandable. If anything, it only seems to have hardened over time. Impressions of generations tend to form early, and they often get cast in amber. As a scholar of generations, I'm well aware of that. But even as I was surprised when I returned to my study of millennials to look at the generation as it enters middle age. The surprise was this: millennials as a group are not broke. They are in fact thriving economically. This breaks the narrative. I don't know how true this is, but some of you fuckers, dude, are doing well. Some of us, I think there's probably a cohort of my generation that's doing well, and a cohort that's not doing well, for sure. Let's see. Well, let's see what our argument is, though. That wasn't true a decade ago. The prosperity within the generation today is not evenly shared. But since the mid 2010s, oh, she concedes that. Okay. So it's not evenly shared. So, okay. If it's not evenly shared, how's the average millennial doing compared to the average boomer in this current time period? How is the, like, just because a generation's overall wealth has gone up doesn't mean that everybody's wealth has gone up. It can mean, like, you know, if one person's income is $100,000 and everyone else is making $10, then the average is going to be some crazy ass number, right? But if you look at the median or the mean number or the median number, then or the mode, then you're going to have a different outcome, or you're going to have a different perspective on how people are actually doing in that economy, right? But since the mid to 2010s, millennials on the whole have made a breathtaking financial comeback. This is terrific news, and yet it's not all good news, because the belief that millennials have been excluded from the implicit promises that America made to its people, a house for most, middle-class security, a better life than your parents had, remains predominant in society. And to go by surveys, the tenor of social media among millennials themselves. That prompts a question with implications for the cultural and political future of the United States, a country promised to a large extent and on the idea of material progress. What if the American dream is still alive, but no one believes it to be? Okay. Read some comments here. Average contains outlier. That's true. Cannot look at average numbers. That's true. Yeah. Median income for our inflation compared to the price level shows we are doing terrible. Yep. Let's do it. The highest incomes ever. So we have the highest incomes ever, dude. The Great Recession of 2008 was hard on American incomes, especially those of young millennials born roughly between 1980 and 1994, who were just entering the job market. By 2012, the median household income of 25 to 34-year-olds had dropped 13% from its peak in 2000. But the mid 2010s saw the beginnings of a turnaround that has continued ever since. By 2019, households headed by millennials were making considerably more money than those headed by silent generation, baby boomers, and Gen X at the same age, after adjusting for inflation. Okay, so we're making more money than our parents do after you adjust for inflation. But how's this number calculated, though? Are you looking at the average income of my generation, or are you looking at, like, the median or the mean, or what are we looking at? The mean is the average. Are we looking at the mode? What are we looking at here? Because, like, if you're looking at the average, well, The average income can be thrown off by a few outliers, so that's the problem. I'm just curious here. Where they got this data from? Let's see what they say though. That year, according to the current population survey administered by the U.S. Census Bureau, income for a median millennial household was about $9,000 higher than that of the median Gen X. They're using the median here, okay. Median Gen X household at the same age, and about $10,000 more than the median Boomer household in 2019 dollars. The Chad-19 virus, pandemic, didn't meaningfully change this story. The Chad-19 pandemic didn't meaningfully change the story. Household incomes of 25 to 44-year-olds were a historic high in 2021, the most recent years for which data was available. Median income for these households has generally risen since 1967, albeit with some significant dips and plateaus. And like each generation that came before, millennials have benefited from the upward trend. Here's the chart. So we have, let's see, median income in 2021 dollars, age 25 to 34. All right. Household income is only one lens, but individual income shows largely the same thing. Booms and recessions push incomes up and down, although many media stories have tended to associate millennials being almost exclusively with the latter, they've now experienced both in a big way. Increases in income since 2014 have been steep. Now, part of this increase in income could be due to the fact that there's so many shortages of workers in general, which does drive up wages to some extent. So this could be true. In this, millennials trace the pattern similar to Gen Xers before them. Early Gen Xers, too, entered the job market during a recession, and the generation was subject to dire predictions about its economic future. One 1995 book, Welcome to the Jungle by Jeffrey T. Holtz, described Gen X as an impoverished generation. But those predictions didn't hold up after the economy rebounded in the later 90s. The Great Recession was no doubt a more harrowing experience for young adults than the recession Gen X faced. But the income stagnation that followed it nonetheless lasted only a few years. Over the past half century, the longest period of falling or stagnant wages was from the 70s to the mid-90s, when boomers were young workers. My point is not that millennials should consider themselves fortunate. I don't believe that. But rather that economic prospects can change greatly as the generation ages, and especially as it reaches its peak earning years. The millennial income rebound has been broad as well as steep. The income of young adults across racial groups has risen since 2014. By my analysis, Black and Latino Americans aged 25 to 44 in 2021 were making more than Black and Latino silents, boomers, and Gen Xers at the same time. The U.S. is not without economic inequities, many of them racial. But Black and Latino millennials are not falling behind previous generations when it comes to their income. Instead, most are getting ahead. Two groups have not outpaced the generations that came before: men and people with less education. Aw shit, men are falling behind. But this has been a story that's been going on for the last 5 years, though, for sure. Millennial men, on average, have not seen the income increases that millennial women have. More on that later. A divergence at least partly explained by the growing gap in educational attainment between men and women. And overall, the median income of Americans with a 4-year college degree has steadily risen, while the income of those with only a high school degree has fallen. This trend is not new, though it is troubling. Yet there are far fewer high school-only graduates among millennials than among previous generations, and many more with a college degree. Let me get some water real quick. Millennials are the first generation in which more than 1 out of 3 had a 4-year college degree by their late 20s, up from 1 out of 4 when Gen Xers were in this age bracket, and 2 out of 3 millennials have attended college for at least a year. Household income by education. High school degree, my God, yeah. College degree, you're making at least 4-year college degree, you're making at least 110. Well, that's like this, what is this, the median? Oh, I can't tell what this is. Ausis analysis of current population survey with missing median income, wow. that has enabled more people to move into higher income brackets and is one of the main reasons millennials are doing relatively well financially. But even the story of a generation's have-nots is complicated and hardly a Dickensian. The least fortunate members of the millennial generation seem better protected economically than those prior generations. Fewer millennials were in poverty in 2019 than were boomers and Gen X at the same age. For all the talk of America's tattered social safety net, the net has in some ways been reinforced since millennials became adults. The Affordable Care Act extended healthcare coverage and federal government support during the pandemic actually caused poverty to fall in 2020 and 2021 once you account for that support. Whether because of federal social policy and minimum wage increases in some states or other factors, poverty is not any more common among millennials today than it was among previous generations. A house is perhaps the most tangible embodiment of the American dream. Millennial housing woes have featured prominently in media accounts of generations' economic and life problems. There should be a millennial edition of Monopoly where you just walk around the board paying rent, never able to buy anything. A Twitter comedian who goes by Mutable Joe joked in 2016. BuzzFeed ran a story last year on 24 ways millennials became homeowners, filled with decidedly sui generis anecdotes. One described someone who'd been hit by a truck and won a lawsuit covering their down payment. Short of getting concussed by a semi, the article suggested millennials had little chance of becoming homeowners. But contrary to that narrative, millennial homeownership rates in 2020 were only slightly behind boomers and Gen X at the same age. 50% of boomers own their own home at 25 to 39 years old, compared to 48% of millennials, hardly a difference deserving of headlines or social media memes. Is that fucking true? 50% of boomers own their own home at 25 to 39 years old, compared to 48% of our generation, of Gen Y, millennials. Dang, dude. This is blowing holes in everything. It could be true. I don't know, dude. Both house prices and mortgage rates are higher now than in 2020. That's bad news for millennials who haven't yet bought a house but want to do so soon. Nonetheless, many older millennials homeowners got great deals in their most important purchase, having passed into their 30s during the early 2010s, one of the most fortuitous times to buy a house in recent memories. It was Gen Xers, by and large, who were in their prime home buying years as the great housing bubble of aughts inflated and who went underwater when the bubble popped. People who bought a house in 2005, for instance, saw their home value plummet 21% over 6 years on average and not regain its purchase price until 2014. Older millennials, in contrast, were buying into a depressed market that subsequently rebounded. Houses bought in 2011, for instance, appreciated 40% over the next 6 years. Almost everyone who bought a house in the U.S. before 2019 saw its value shoot up during the pandemic years. And until the past year, just about all millennial homeowners were able to lock in mortgage rates that were at historic lows. Yeah, that was me, actually. That was me. Though there are national figures and the picture will vary from place to place, housing has not been a bargain in New York City, for instance, where a very large number of millennials and journalists live. But on the whole, millennials have not been economically unlucky as homeownership. If anything, the reverse is true. Closing the wealth gap. Between the toll that the Great Recession took on millennials' early careers and the college loan debt that many of them carry, one might expect this generation to be living more precariously than previous ones, with little financial cushion. And there's at least some truth to that. The Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis made big headlines in 2018 when it announced that among families headed by people born in the 1980s, older millennials, median wealth was 34% lower than you'd expect based on the wealth previous generations at the same age. The report, which analyzed data from 2016, theorized that millennials might be a lost generation when it came to wealth. So yeah, here's the little chart we all see. But when the St. Louis Fed updated its analysis of millennial wealth a few years later using 2019 data, it found significant progress. By then, older millennials lagged only 11% behind previous generations at the same age. That progress was uneven. The gap was larger for millennials without a college degree, 19%, and even more for Black millennials, 50%. Younger millennials born in the 90s and still in their mid-20s at the time also faced a bigger gap. Still, since 2019, both housing and the stock market have increased in value. Last year's swoon, notwithstanding recent analysis by the Fed, including data through the middle of 2022, has shown average millennial wealth to be neck and neck with the wealth of Gen X at the same time. Does debt alter this picture? Millennials are without a doubt more heavily burdened by college loans than previous generations. Black millennials are particularly likely to carry heavy student loan debt balances, but again, the Fed's analysis already takes it into account. Its wealth figures net out college loans and other debts. Why would you net out? Okay, whatever. Even the wealth gap that exists today, as many mean, may mean less than it first appears to. Because more millennials went to college and graduate school, they started their careers later, on average, than boomers and Gen Xers did. On those grounds alone, one would expect a lag in wealth building. But more education typically means higher lifetime earnings, and thus stronger savings potential as years go by. Many millennials are just entering their peak earning years and have more earning power than previous generations before. Meanwhile, the long trend in American lifespans have generally been upwards. The high-wage manufacturing job that boomers could count on right out of high school also tended to take a toll on the body over time. The shift towards services and office work enables longer career tails. As the saying goes, 60 is the new 50. And this will benefit millennials in a myriad of ways. The new economics of family. I see millennials aren't having babies is making the rounds again. Tweeted Pokey Pup, a self-identified millennial, in November 2021. No one is getting paid enough. There's not adequate maternity leave. No one can afford hospital bills. Most of us can't afford a house. Like, what did you think would happen? This tweet got more than 120K likes and more than 25K retweets. Although millennials' economic outlook isn't as dire as many social media posts would suggest, something is clearly holding millennials back from having children, and finances are indirectly, at least, a plausible culprit. It couldn't possibly be the first thing you mentioned about the women making more money than the men are, and therefore they don't view those men as being viable partners to have children with. So because women are hypergamous. So, but you already answered this question, right? It is what it is. You know, the women who make more money than men, they don't view men who make a little less money than them as viable partners. So, yeah. As high school seniors, 95% of millennials said they wanted at least one child. 4 out of 10 said they wanted 3 or more. Those desires have persisted. In 2018 General Social Survey of adults, millennials' average ideal number of children was 2.6. Yet total fertility, the estimated number of children a woman will have in her lifetime based on the year's birth, was just 1.66 in 2021. Family income doesn't seem to be to blame. After all, millennials' incomes are higher than those of previous generations, but the pattern of income, particularly the split between men and women, may play a role. Millennial women's income are much higher than the income of women of previous generations. As a result, both higher wages and more hours worked. In 2021, millennial women ages 35 to 44 made roughly twice as much as boomer women in 1980, and over 20% more than Gen X women in 2005. Women 25 to 34 made similar gains. Men's incomes, however, have fallen since 1970, though not nearly as much as women's have risen. The statistics aren't uniform. Men on the higher rungs of the economic ladder have, for the most part, bucked this trend, and millennial men's incomes have rebounded from their Great Recession lows. But that may be cold comfort to men making less than their fathers did, especially those who don't live and share expenses with women, even though men still make more than women on average. Those rapidly changing income dynamics also affect millennial families. For heterosexual couples, if a woman quits her job when children arrive, the family will lose considerably more income than two-earner families did in the past generations. If the man quits, the typical family will lose more than half its income. And if both parents keep their job, the couple must find childcare, and the price of which has far outpaced inflation as more and more parents have sought it. In most states, childcare costs more than a year of college at a state university, and sometimes more than housing. Damn. The balancing act between salaries and childcare might be one reason millennials are having fewer children, and also why some millennials feel they are not doing well as their parents. In a 2018 poll by the New York Times, 64% of young people who said they expected to have fewer children than their ideal named childcare is too expensive as the reason. Still, this argument shouldn't be taken too far. If millennials need to spend more income on childcare than previous generations did, they also need to spend less on other things. After accounting for inflation, the price of cars, clothing, furniture, toys, and electronics have all fallen in recent decades. These are not, for the most part, minor line items in a family budget, or at least they weren't in say, the 1980s. The link between family finances and having kids is also weaker than you might think. On average, families with more income actually have fewer kids. Those with less income have more kids. A recent paper by the economists Melissa S. Kearney, Phillips B. Levin, and Luke Perdue showed that states with bigger increases in child care costs have not seen steeper declines in birth rates, and found more broadly that economic factors were not the major driver of falling birth rates. Instead, they concluded, albeit speculatively, that shifting priorities across cohorts of young adults, that is, generational differences in attitudes, are the primary explanation. You mean the shifting attitudes in women, dog? Like the men are, yeah, it's the women, not the men, really, in my opinion. But hypothetically, the logic goes: millennials might want more children, but when they trade off kids versus income, professional success, or other goals, kids get slotted lower than in previous generations. Yeah, I think Aaron Clary always quotes the stat. I can't find it, but he said that that women in our generation and Gen Z, they place finding a man at like number 6 and having kids at like number 5 or some shit. So they place having kids with as a higher priority than having finding a man, and they honestly they place like, and those things are like number 5 and number 6. So they place their career as being like number 1 or number 2. It's crazy. Why millennials still feel poor. Every generation faces financial challenges, including some that parents' generation did not. Within every generation, there is hardship, and millennials are no different. But all in all, this is a generation on the cusp of middle age that looks successful, not lost. So why does the idea persist that millennials have gotten screwed economically? Why is the narrative around millennials still so negative and sometimes angry? Income and wealth are not objective measures. There is a large element of perception involved in whether someone thinks they are doing well. Human beings are hardwired to care deeply about status, and we assess it in 2 different ways. At any given moment, we look around to see how we were doing compared to our peers, and we reflect on our own past and future status as well. Are our lives getting better? Are we better off than our parents? Will our children be better off still? Both of these forms of status affect our well-being. A number of factors inherent in a modern society may have pushed millennials toward a distorted view of each. Before social media and before the proliferation of lifestyle and reality TV, the only rich individuals most people encountered were from particularly well-off families in their town. Now the rich, or at least those who appear to be rich, fill our feeds and our screens, providing a skewed view of how other Americans live. The Kardashians cannot, in fact, be kept up with. Online, everyone else's life looks more glamorous than our own. The resulting sense of relative deprivation, as it's known among psychologists, no doubt afflicts Americans at all ages, but millennials have spent their entire adulthood in this milieu, and remains more online than older generations. Well, spec streaming, they aren't using average income. They're using median income. Not using average, using median. So you keep saying that, but it's average, or it's median income, not the average. Meanwhile, a negativity in the news, what studies show has become much more pronounced in recent years, has colored perceptions of generational progress. A seemingly endless array of articles and news segments that have repeated the idea that millennials have gotten the shaft economically, an idea that social media amplifies. When the government economists worry that millennials might be a lost generation as to wealth, a generation generates news. When the latter says millennials have greatly narrowed the wealth gap, the coverage is quieter. The constant drizzle of grievances and disappointment falls daily on a generation that carried extraordinarily high expectations into adulthood. More than half of millennials, for example, expected to earn a college degree in 2011 survey. Millennials teens believed they would make on average $150K once they settled into their career. more than 4 times as much as the median income that year. There is a profound gap between the expectations we were raised to hold and the reality we now experience. Philip Vick writes in OK Boomer, given those expectations, some millennials' disappointment with their status and material success might be baked into the cake. But expectations do change over time. The perceptions adjust. The Fed's 2021 survey of household economics and decision making showed that a small majority of millennials, 53%, believed that they were doing better than their parents at the same age. That hasn't seemed to translate into a more buoyant public discourse, nor to a positive view of American capitalism among young adults. In 2021, a Gallup poll showed that nearly half of 18 to 34-year-olds had a positive view of socialism, compared to only a third of those older than 55. But it's encouraging nonetheless. Whatever one's view of socialism is better, it matters whether millennials are doing better or worse than the generations before them, and more important, whether they believe they are. The erosion of faith in material progress has already reshaped political values and changed the tenor of American culture. And the longer it persists, the more it will continue to do so. The rising prosperity and the optimism that follows carries benefits that extend well beyond material comfort. They make social comparisons less obsessive, as economic historian Benjamin F. Friedman observed in his 2006 book, The Moral Consequence of Economic Growth. Create an environment in which hatred cools, cooperation becomes easier, and human rights advance more readily. If millennials keep doing well economically, the optimism that characterized their childhood and adolescence may eventually return. The scars of a searing start can take time to fade, and they might eventually. And if millennial expectations are now lower, they might even be pleasantly surprised by their financial success, leading to more contentment in middle age. Perhaps not long from now, financial pessimism will be talked about as the latest item in the list of things millennials have killed. That particular murder might be welcome. Damn. Is it true, buddy boyos? Are we doing better than what we thought, though? Are we doing better than what we thought? You know, I can kind of see it in my own audience, though. There's a lot of people in my audience who are like really high performing, incels, or at least high performing dudes who make a lot of money. So. Let me open the chat up for a few minutes, or for like a half hour. I'll do that. If you want to join and talk about the article or just in general, here's the link. You can join if you want. Otherwise, I'll end the stream pretty soon. Let me read some comments here. Kept reading here. Anyone has the link to this cope of an article? I put it. It's in my Discord. I don't think this author knows how to read stats. This article is basically we all gonna make it, bro. Fucking laugh, yeah. I wish would have not moved out so fast. I am a middle of the road Gen Y. Average includes huge anomalies. Yeah, it does. He did half as much work as me and earned twice as much. Gen Y is so... Now, one thing she doesn't really cover is the cost of living, which is weird. She never covers the cost of goods. So, like, just because your income has gone up doesn't mean that you're better off per se, right? Like, I have a picture I can show you guys. She never actually covers the cost of living, in my opinion. Which is probably why she's so off here. Probably why people feel like she's so off, and I would agree with you here. Like, if you look at this picture here, this is a meme I found on not a meme. This is a picture really. It just shows the price of goods, right? So you come here, right? 1976 cost of living. My house cost $43K. Average income was $16K per year. New car was $4,000, $4,500. Average rent was $220 per month. Tuition to Harvard was $3,700 per year. Movie ticket was $2 each. Gasoline was 60 cents per gallon. And a first class postage stamp was 13 cents, bro. Like, just because you're making it would be like making $1 million a year, but a bread costs $100,000, right? Like it's like Zimbabwe tier logic, right? Where it's like, oh, if we just oh, you have $1 trillion in your pocket, buddy. Well, you're a trillionaire. It's like, yeah, I am, but like it doesn't matter because like a bread costs $50 trillion, so it doesn't fucking matter that I'm a trillionaire, right? It's the exact same logic. Like it's the exact same logic, really. Like it's this stupid shit. Yeah, sure. Like your income may have gone up to like $100,000 a year, but like if the goods you have to buy, like she used some examples like, oh, your car prices have gone down, but like have they really? Because like when you adjust for inflation, in my opinion, some of that shit has not come down. In my opinion, like car prices have only gone up over the last few years, and we've already seen that like productivity and income have not kept up in decades. So I think she's off based on a few of her assessments of the issue of this of like, yeah, sure, I might even concede that like a Gen Y might have higher incomes, but like you're not factoring in the price of buying groceries, the fact that that's gone up, the price of food. I said that earlier, but the price of food, housing prices have fucking exploded. So like even if you're able to afford a home, a lot of your income is going towards that home price. It's going towards that mortgage, right? It's just fucking insane. Like so. The American dollar is toilet paper at this point, like the Constitution. Might as well be, yeah. Don't you guys ever play Mafia games? You buy a Coke and a hamburger for like 18 cents law. Housing prices was was a little less than 3 times salary. That's affordable, yeah. McDonald's meal is like $15. Dude, it's insane, bro. Dude, you go to a fast food restaurant now, bro. You're spending. I remember when fast food was like $5 for like a Big Mac and a Big Mac fries and a drink, right? Dude, it's insane how much you spend now at fast food at restaurants now, bro. It's insane. I remember when going to Panera Bread was considered to be like fast casual, and that was like $15. Panera Bread is like what, 18, $20 now. It's getting insane out here, dude. Like the prices are getting way too high, dog. It's fucking insane. I think I went to Taco Bell and I got 3 tacos and one Locos taco or some shit, right? I think I spent like $19. I was like, what, $19 for some fucking tacos? Are you fucking serious? Like, it's just unbelievably fucking stupid, dude. Shit is dumb, bro. Give me one sec, buddy boyos. This fucking insanity, though, yeah. Chick-fil-A high as fuck. It's true, dude. In-stage capitalism is real. Something's wrong. Double cheeseburger used to be $1 at McDonald's. Now they're like almost $2. Shit's crazy, bro. I went to one place for a McDouble was like $3 fucking dollars, like $3 for a fucking McDouble. I remember when the McDouble was like meant to replace the fucking double cheeseburger, right? Because like the inflation was getting high back then, and it's like, okay, well, fine, I'll spend money for that, right? Nah, dude, shit's crazy now. Can't trust it. And it's fucking human meat. It's not even real. It probably is, dude. Probably a fetus meat they feed you nowadays. I think I have some good memes to show. I have some memes I can show. The buttered biscuits, dude. Here's one. Here's a good one. Here's a good Stone Toss comment. But I identified as meat Oh shit! It identifies as meat, buddy boys. Would you guys eat the sausage here? It identifies as meat, so maybe it's meat. It's meat, right? How shit works now, dude. It identifies as meat. The good comic. Funny one, dude. Beyond Meat. There's so much fucking shit in that meat, dude. I wouldn't eat anything out of the fucking Beyond Meat, bro. Shit's disgusting, bro. Can't do it. I went to a higher end Italian restaurant with a Floyd, and the meal cost out of $85, $75. 8 hours of minimum wage work. What the fuck? $75 for a dog. You should first thing first, bro. I would have never paid that kind of price for that kind of meal, bro. I would have been like, bitch, we cutting that shit in half, bro. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm not gonna get fuck out of you anyway, so fuck it. A Dollar Tree is now a $1.25 tree. It's true. They tested the Subway's tuna and found it was 99% not tuna. So what the fuck is it? I remember when they tested the chicken, right? The chicken was like some like soybean shit. Shit was crazy, bro. A Wendy's is so expensive, bro. Shit's crazy out here, dude. Shit is fucking insane, dude. Did anyone remember the pink chicken McChicken factory videos roaming around the 2010s? Yeah, I remember that shit, bro. 45 for 2 people. Wow, yeah, dude. I spent $45 at Wendy's the other day with my nephew. 45, bro. What? 45 at Wendy's, bro. That's crazy, dude. Let me look at this shit up real quick. Wendy's prices. How much is Wendy's now, bro? They got the Wendy's 4 for $4, the 5 biggie bag. All right, but how much does shit cost nowadays, bro? Ultimate Chicken Grill $4.69. My ass, bro. Grilled chicken combo $6.69. The fuck, dude? Dude, we're getting eaten alive here, dog. Dave's hot and juicy 1/4 single with cheese $4.19. Bro, the Baconator costs fucking. So Dave's hot, the triple, dog. The best. That's the best one, right? The triple. $8.09, dude. You spend almost $10 on some goy slop, dude. $10 on goy slop, bro. Baconator costing $6.09, dude. Buddy, this shit is crazy, dude. Nah, man. Hot stuffed baked potato $2.89 for a fucking potato. You out of your mind? Bro, we dying, bro. And the food is small. That's true. You just shrink. Not only do you get inflation, bro, you get shrinkflation as well, where they just make the food fucking smaller nowadays, bro. This is a good time to learn cooking. It's true. You gotta learn how to cook now. Not that it does you much good nowadays, because the grocery stores aren't much better when it comes to the food. But at least you get more food for more bang for your buck, right? The fuck are the ingredients top notch? I don't know what's going on at fucking Wendy's, dude. Realistically, $200 in America will hire you an overweight 30-year-old escort. You will eat the Pepto-Bismol chicken and you'll be happy. The economics pill is far darker than the female black pills. It is true. I think Drolix made a video talking about how you'll be left behind, and you've already been left behind, rather. It's true. Have you noticed that the bags of chips cost more and you get less chips? Dude, I bought a bag of chips, bro. I was so disappointed, bro. I bought that big ass bag of chips one time, right? You get the I'm not talking about the family size bag, but like the medium sized bag they give you nowadays, like the not the a mini one, right? But the one for the air. Man, that bag was almost all air, bro. What the fuck is this shit, bro? That bag was only fucking. That bag was huge, right? And you open the bag up, right? The bag's like a quarter of the way full, bro. It's just insane, dude. $15 to $20 can feed you for 5 to 7 days if you cook yourself. Yeah, that's true. Eat some rice and beans. Figure it out. Escort prices in America is outrageous. Only boomers can afford to pay a 20-year-old white woman escort $800 for an hour. Yeah. Man, the escort pill is brutal here in the USA. In fact, in Texas, it's a felony now. God damn, you can't do shit in Texas, bro. Germany has some of the cheap escorts, but tickets are pricey. You always go to take a trip over to California, then drive into I think it's Tijuana, TJ Maxx. Last time I got an escort, she pulled a gun on me. Now I'm not lying. What the fuck, dude? Anybody here want to join the chat? I don't know if you want to join the chat or not, but the link's up there. I still be escort matching in Texas, lol. Dang, dude. I guess if you have a good like rotation of girls, I guess maybe you're good to go, right? I guess that's kind of how that shit works, right? Like if it's like you have a good if you already have like know who you're going to see, then it's like, okay, well I know you're actually a legit escort, right? You're just seeing some random ass chick, bro. It's like you're kind of fucked, right? Like Texas does not have freedom. We are rats and we are the ugly ones. TJ is good. She gave me my money back though, but didn't want to have sex anymore. All right, well. Notice the quality's complete shit. It's a felony only for guys that are paying. That's true. Yeah. Munich or Amsterdam for a red light district. Death court. Death court. What do you mean by that, sex addict? Meth courts in Ohio. What's up, Jack? Escort Maxon. Yeah, dude. Larry, damn. Quality is beyond shit. Only Simpsons destroyed the escort game and the cost of living. Yeah, it was bound to happen, right? Any girl who's got a fat enough ass and then big enough titties to fucking go on fucking OnlyFans will just make money that way instead of selling her ass on the internet, right? She went on a racist rant on African Americans before we did the deed. What a trashy woman for $400, including hotel. What the fuck, bro? You got a gun pulled on you, bro? Man, that's too much, bro. I wouldn't even bother anymore, dog. Will AI put OnlyFans girls out of work? Oh yeah, that was a good article though about that. Where I think a Better Bachelor covered it. Where basically redditors got taken in by they gave money to an AI girl. It's insane, bro. They gave money to an AI girl, and they actually paid her money for like her fake pictures, dude. It's insane, bro. It's fucking insanity, dude. I mean, of course it would be fucking Reddit, right? The whole home of the fucking simp. So yeah, bro. No AA is what all the hot girls say. Yeah. Escort charges more when you're ugly. Yep. It sucks being a black male, I swear, lol. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I thought about making a I have access to the everybody has access to the chatbots, right? But you access to like Dolly and shit like that. I thought about just like, making a making some money off some fucking Sims, right? Make an OnlyFans page and just make some money off that shit, right? We might as well. If some dumb fuck Sim wants to pay you fucking money for fake ass pictures, right? You might as well fucking give what he's asking for, right? Can't wait until I can make more money in a few months. I can finally stop dumpster diving and start escort maxing. Chip, just go on SA, my dude. Seeking arrangements, my dude. She was complaining about PP size, and I knew I was fucked because my PP is big, no flex. But she didn't want any of it. Plus, I'm a brown Latino. Damn, bruh. PP size doesn't matter if you can't get in the door. We black pill should sim fake abuse the blue pill out of the Sims. Honestly, dude, like VTubers were like my first like experience with this shit, right? Like I didn't realize like the a weeaboo market, dude, is so fucking sad, bro. Like this is one of the most like blue pill spaces you can possibly imagine, right? And the at the end of the day, right, all you have to do is like make a good enough VTuber, right? Get a voice changer, or do one of those voice things where you just put input the words into the voice, or input the logic into the voice, right? And then you're just done, dude. It's so fucking easy, bro. It's so easy to make money off of Simps, dude. It's so easy because a simp and their money are easily parted, right? Well, some of them have black boyfriends that tell them to do no AA. I didn't even know that. Wow. What's seeking a Raven mystery? I want a rich old bitch on oxygen. Yo. Got to be careful with SA too. Lots of girls are running game on there. Holy shit, dude. Some guys are so pathetic and down bad it's actually depressing. It's bad, dog. Oh shit, I just thought of a great idea for any affiliate marketing sales. You should make an AI-generated avatar of a hot chick tastefully dressed and have your profile contain an affiliate link. Oh, dude, easy money, bro. It's basically escort matching, but worse in almost every way because the vast majority of the girls there aren't even trying to have sex. They're just scamming old rich dudes. Bro. Ethnic tax is real. I'm Brazilian, but many girls have said, sorry, I don't date Mexicans. She was Filipina and looked more Mexican than me. Bro, what the fuck, dude? Oh, he wants my playlist for my synthwave. Here you go, buddy. I'll give it to you. Here's the playlist for today's video. Here you go. If you wanna, here's the synthwave list. There you go, buddy. Jamaican guys had that sugar mama game showed up. Did you see those big BBWs paying those Jamaican guys and massage them? Well, yeah, I've seen that video, bro. This is fucking sad, bro. It's so sad, dog. It's like, what the fuck, bro? What in the fuck, dude? It's like, damn. She didn't want your burrito, Holmes. Yeah. Coach Greg Adams claims he's pulling 8s or 10s on SA. I'm in my early 20s. Our guys my age even allowed on SA. I want to join the stream chat, but I fear I have nothing to really say or contribute. Why not, dude? Who gives a fuck? Most people don't say shit anyway on here, right? I'm just joking, but you can have fun, dude. You can come here and talk. Just react with my react with me, I guess. I believe Coach Greg is not cheap though. Yeah. Plus my sister. When was it my sister? Plus my sister has friends over. Don't want them hearing me. All right, dude. He be lying when he makes that Jasmine Rice joke. You'll be fine. Only trolls and pyramid actually get kicked off. Well, we're about to end the stream anyway, so it's not a huge deal. Greg's an old dude who's in good shape for BBC and money. He's basically the ideal sugar daddy, lol. We need more F and pyramids. Oh, bro, that autism was crazy, bro. Go on stream, Larry. I'll write some interesting things to say during Sunday chat if some stream is open for people. Wow, if you think about it, Coach Greg is using his super chat to pay for super chat to pay for a cat. Dude, it's just dude, you got a fucking literal fucking like when you have an audience, right? They're paying for you to fuck women. Like that's just crazy, bro. Like it's really like the economy is so weird, bro. Like people will literally pay you money for you to fuck women that they can't fuck at all, right? It's crazy shit, bro. Just paying for his cat, right? Just paying for his cat, right? What BP channels do we watch Mystery School? Maybe DBDR, and I watch who else do I watch? This guy named Jimmy Lad. He's like a new guy. He's like a brand new guy. I watch his channel sometimes. And that's really it. I don't watch that many channels actually, believe it or not. Larry, go hit on your sister's friends. Yeah, dude. Larry, you have an opportunity, dog. You have an opportunity, dog. To hit on some fucking... They're like 13, bro. Oh, never mind. I don't want you to be a pedo. I like BP rant channels. I used to rant all the time back in the day. I don't mind Pyramid. He's a character. He is a character on the show, yeah. Only Jimmy's room cell and Pyramid cell were kicked, lol. Dude, Jimmy's room was a weird week, bro. That dude was so fucking odd. He's like, what do you mean they're teaching kids trans shit in school? Like, what do you mean, bro? Like, it's right in front of your face, you dumb motherfucker. Like, that dude's dumb, bro. Like, I cannot believe that dude. That dude was like, he thought he won that debate. I was like, whatever you say, buddy. Like, keep coping, motherfucker. Like, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm right, you're wrong. They're right, you're wrong. You deserve to die. You deserve to get shot in the face and die. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Bro, I wish Jimmy comes back. Yeah, so do I, dude. Coach Greg Rowland, now he has a Porsche and he's paying prime money that we can't afford. Destiny Chinese off-brand replica looking ass. I do like Pyramid Cell. Maxing it up. I don't know what goes on behind YouTube. Yeah, neither do I half the damn time. I like Base Escort Cell too. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like Base Escort Cell. He's pretty good. DBDR, the masterful storyteller. He is pretty good. I like him a lot. Pyramid's the funny dude. He thinks all of us blacks are in the NBA and NFL. Yeah, that's just crazy, bro. Pyramid's a weird dude, man. An odd man. Too much costly for escort, not worth the juice. Are you from fucking India, bro? He talked about stinky fingernail psychologist law. He just coped with tennis and coffee. Does Jimmy have a channel mystery? Well, which Jimmy are we talking about here? Jimmy's room? Jimmy's room. He got rid of his channel a while ago. Told Pyramid to escort Max in Brazil, and he says the chicks are hot. At least we are making steps to drag him out of the dashboard armpit. Yeah, we are. Yeah, Jimmy's coom. Yeah, that guy. All right, buddy boy. I'm gonna end the stream now. It's been an hour and a half, so we're good. We've done enough streaming today to get people to. Jimmy was just being a dick, probably. He probably was. Austin Hollerman is an interesting character. He strikes me as another grifter. A lot of these fucks are, dude. That's what it comes down to. I don't think some people hate him like that. He's just a character. Alright, buddy boys. This has been Wednesday Night WINsel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment if you liked the video, or maybe you hated the video. Leave a comment anyway. And never forget, buddy boys, that wisdom is fucking gold. I'll see you guys this Sunday at 4:00 p.m. for SNC Sunday Night Cope Weekend Chat Random Discussion Episode 26 of Season 2. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I will see you guys once again this Sunday. Keep a lookout for some memes. I dropped a Discord link for you to join my Discord in the community section of my tab, or community section of my YouTube channel. If you want to join the Discord and join the conversation, you can join there. Once again, it's always nice to have new people join in the conversation. And once again, my dudes, enjoy your night and cheers.